Good morning. What's going on? So we're heading to the range this morning. It's, what is it, September 8th, 9th, I don't know, somewhere in there. About 9 o'clock in the morning. We got some weather moving in, so I decided to get up, get my butt out, and get this done before the rain comes in. It's still hot in Michigan. 9 o'clock in the morning, and it's almost 80 degrees, and it's like 90% humidity. Ugh. Ready for shorts and sweatshirt weather. Anyway, so we're heading to the range. We are going to do a couple of things today. One, we got the 308 out. We've got it all sighted in with the Federal jacketed soft point, Hydro Shock, whatever those are. They're inexpensive. They're easy to find. They shoot great. I also have some Hornady Superformance 150 grain, the ballistic tip, and I can't remember which bullet, but it's supposed to be better. Well, we're going to give it a try. I want to shoot it at 100, 200, and 300, a la Hootie Hoo. I would like to see what my bullet drops are at those given ranges, and quite frankly, I'll never shoot the 300. But the range goes that far, so I might as well give it a try. Also brought along some of the Nosler Varmageddon in 110 grain for the 308. I've always been a little leery of shooting anything that light out of the 308 just because I didn't think it'd be accurate. I've seen some things online that lead me to believe that it might be good up to a certain distance. So while we're out there trying the Superformance, we're going to try out that Nosler Varmageddon 110 grain 308 ammo, because that'd be sure handy for me. I don't own a lot of rifles. Technically, I don't even own this rifle. It's my dad's. We share it. But if I can pick up some 110 grain ammo to take care of some varmints in the backyard past the distance I can get them with my 22, all the better. But something to try out. So you guys enjoy. See you at the range. Oops. So, just locking the gate behind me here at the club. I don't hear anybody else up there. We might have the whole place to ourselves today. That'd be cool. Anyway, alright, so we'll get our target set up and get the lead sled out and all that fun stuff. But unfortunately for you guys, this is going to be like that. For me, with that thin profile on my barrel, I get 3 good shots, and then I gotta wait and let it cool. If I push any more than that, groups start opening up, and the more rounds you put through, the worse it gets. That is a lightweight profile barrel meant for hunting to carry around lightly. It's not a heavy barrel for target shooting. So I'll be taking my time today. You guys will be able to just sit back and watch. You know, we'll do 3-shot groups. So 3, 9, 18 shots. So yeah, there we go. All right, guys, enjoy. So you guys can see what I did here. This is at 300 yards. I'm shooting the 150 on the left, the 110 grain Varmageddon on the right, the Hornady Superformance 150 grain on the left. There you go. So this is at 300. I got the target set up. I want to see what the drop is from 200 to 300 to 100. I've seen Hootie Who do that on his channel, and it kind of makes sense. Test your gun and your ammo and what's going to work for you, and make sure you're confident with it. And yeah, so we'll back our way back to the shoot bench and get ourselves around, take a few shots, kids. There's the 200 yard over there to the left. Oops. Get on the path, kid. And you'll see the 100 coming up on your left shoulder. There it is. All right. Sorry for the audio today, guys. I broke my lavalier mic, so I couldn't put it on today, unfortunately. So yeah, just a Remington 700 with the thin barrel. I put a Magpul stock on it. I wanted to be able to use the magazine rather than internal magazine. So, all right, like I said, we're going to start off with the Hornady Superformance. Again, this is 150 grain SST. I don't actually know if you can get this exact bullet anymore, but we've had this around for a little while. I'll get my ears in here in a second. We'll take the first 3 shots, and then we'll just let it cool down, and then we'll shoot the nozzlers. So, just having all sorts of problems this morning. Wind's coming from our back, almost directly from our back, so we're not as worried. There's no crosswind all the way down the range, so shouldn't hassle us too much. I'm going to get my ears in. We're going to go at 100 first, obviously. Man, I tell you what, that new Vortex scope makes a huge difference. That's pretty much what I expected. I got to see it before you guys did the first two shots. I'm surprised. I guess that's one way to put it. Okay. Luckily, we had to take a little forced break there. That barrel's barely warm. I'm going to give it like 5 minutes. We'll go to the next rounds. Okay. So we've waited a little bit. Barrel's cold. So now we're going to look at the Nosler Varmageddon. This is a 110 grain tipped full boat tail. So, yeah, I'm really hoping these are accurate. We're not shooting for bullseyes, we're just shooting for groups. Just like with the Hornady we just shot, and we're also chest and drop. So we're doing this at 100, then we'll do it at 200, then we'll do it at 300. Yeah. Anyways, so the 110 Nosler Varmageddon at 100 yards. Ooh. Tell you what, she's hot. I don't know if you guys are seeing the muzzle flash, but not a lot of recoil. Fun to shoot. I mean, it's only 110 grain bullet. Oh, there. Huh. Huh. You know what? Why don't we go down and take a look at that while we're letting the barrel cool. Alright, there is 100 yards with 150 grain. Each one of those squares is actually 1 inch. This is wrapping paper. It's a little delicate, but you know. And then here's the Varmageddon. That is one raggedy asshole, guys. It's definitely high. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 inches high. But I can work with that. Okay, barrel's cooled. Made a slight correction to the scope. Moved it a little bit to the left. Again, this was spot on with the Federals, I thought, but anyways, just moved it a little bit to the left. So we're gonna go again with the Hornady Superformance 150 grain SSTs. At 100 yards, they were, you know, hitable. You definitely kill a deer, no problem. But they weren't actually as good as the round-nosed Hydra Shocks from Federal in 150 grain, and those are half the price. So yeah, we'll just shoot these at 200. I'm not expecting anything better. I guess maybe if we fouled the barrel, maybe it'll help. I don't know. I'm not. That's fine. I don't really want to spend that much on ammo anyway, so yeah, it's all good. Looks like the adjustment worked. I might have pulled that one. Well, that ended up being a wash. So it started raining. The target started disintegrating. Oh well. So the Hornady Superformance, I'll take some pictures or some video of the targets when we get home, what's left of them, and show you. It showed you at 100. This is okay. You know, what, the 2-3 inch group, something like that. I mean, yeah, plenty for hunting. I'm not going to use it. It's too expensive compared to the Federal Hydroshock or Shockwave or whatever. I can't look it up. I don't know. 150 lead round nose. Yeah, it's double the price. And the Federal actually touches all 3 shots. Touch at 100 yards. So, yeah, shooting any further than that, especially today, was just aim. Now, the nozzler, I knew the point of aim was probably going to change. I knew that. That doesn't concern me at all. But, damn! I mean, no recoil, a lot of report, a lot of flash. I mean, that bullet's coming out of the barrel at 3,200 feet per second, right? Be a lot of fun to shoot on a coyote or raccoon or, you know, any of the other nuisances we have around here. One ragged hole. Yeah, we're under woodchuck size groups for sure at 200 yards. Again, I'll show a couple pictures here at the end. You guys judge for yourselves. I'd like to do a little more work with that nozzler, Varmageddon. Obviously, for my preference, it's going to be too small for white-tailed deer here in Michigan. It would probably do it, to be quite honest. But my 150s work too well. Yeah, so seem to have a little bit of issue with the Vortex scope. That's the 6x24x50 Diamondback tactical MOA, blah, blah, blah. It's got the Christmas tree reticle in it. I love the reticle, and I love the clarity of the glass. What I seem to be having problems with is the parallax adjuster. Like it got spun too far one way and now it can't come back far enough. I don't know, because I can't get the overlay of the crosshairs on the target smoothed out. My eye still has to focus in between the two, which is part of what that parallax adjustment is supposed to do, so that when your eye shifts or your head shifts, or you're taking out some of that that shift in aim. So, anyways, I don't know. I'll mess with it some more. Like I said, it started raining here. It sucks. You know, we don't need any more rain as far as this season goes, but we got it. So, yeah, I'll post those pictures. If you guys got a comment, question, concern, let me know. Definitely want to do some more work with that nozzler, though. Yeah, that could be a fun round. And if I figure out where to hold over or under, yeah, that could be a lot of fun around here. Take care of some of these woodchucks, take care of some of these raccoons. That'd be fun. All right, guys. Okay, forgive the wetness of the target. This is the 100-yard target. There is the bullseye. That's 1 inch square. All these are, this is wrapping paper, guys. So some of the wrapping paper you can buy is 1 inch squares on the back, so it's handy. Here's the Hornady Superformance. You can see right there. There's two. There's another one. That's 2 inch group all day. Yeah, nothing wrong with it. Not as good as the Federal, but you know, I'll shoot these up, and when they're gone, I'm not buying any more. And then, you know, that's where I was holding. I knew that the elevation was going to change. That is 3 shots of the Nozzler 110 grain Varmageddon out of my gun. So yeah, that was pretty impressive. And sorry guys, again, this paper's just wasted. It started raining super hard, and I'm lucky I got what I got. Let's see. On this one, all right, this is at 200 yards. Yeah, this is my 200-yard target. Okay. There's where I was holding. There's number 1. There's number 2. There's number 3. So, again, not horrible. I mean, how many? Yeah, it's so tough to tell now that everything's wet. Well, you know, we're talking. We'll get 3 inches that way. 3 inches. Let's just call it 5-inch group. I mean, again, could kill a deer, no problem. And then it really started whipping up the wind and raining real hard, but still, that first shot I totally screwed up on. I think I explained that earlier. So I anchored 2 decent shots, and still the weather went to shit by then. But you can see at 200 yards, we're 2.5 inches apart. And quite honestly, had the weather stayed down and the wind stayed down and the rain stayed down, I think we could close that up to 1.5 inches easily with that 110 grain. Again, point of aim, yeah, it's off a little bit. It's 110 grain. We're sighted in for 150. So promising. All right, guys, thanks.